Okay, now we're on to the 5 to 8 age group, which again in the last few years has really grown, and there's been lots of brand new like series. Series is a big thing as I suppose readers become more confident. It's their learning ability is increasing, and obviously they've moved on, and it's a really good area for growing and developing and getting the kids into what they're into, like whether it's boys, girls, or into mad stuff like Captain Underpants. So Captain Underpants and the Tyrannical Retaliation of the Turbo Toilet 2000. He is a huge brand, and I suppose brand is the word for this guy because he's a massive best-selling author in the US, and this is a hugely funny series. It definitely leans towards boys, because it's got toilets and they flush, but hugely funny, laugh out loud funny type stuff. And I'm a massive fan of this man. Dad Pilkey is just a genius, and these are really brilliant. If you want to get boys reading, this is where you go. So that's Captain Underpants and Tyrannical Retaliation of the Turbo Toilet 2000. Let's say that with a fruit pasta. Dirty Bertie, hugely popular in Ireland, and this is the next in the series, and it's basically from Dave Roberts, and it's just it's boys being boys. It's he's kind of like a distant relative of Horrid Henry. He's not really, but he feels like he is, and it's just a really great series, and he's always messing and getting in trouble, but we love him, and he's a bestseller. And just like that, we've got Horrid Henry's Tricky Tricks, this is one of these kind of bind up of all these Horrid Henrys, they're good Christmas gifts. And again, if Dirty Bertie is a slight messer, Horrid Henry is just a messer. Again, hugely popular among boys, and a really great story and a great gift for Christmas, all in the 3 for 2. Shaun the Sheep, everybody knows Shaun the Sheep from the Ardmore Studio guys, and this is basically there's a big movie of Shaun the Sheep coming next year, and this is a great kind of introduction, boys and girls, kind of great illustrations throughout, and this is Tales from Mossy Bottom Farm. So Shaun the Sheep is really growing in popularity for young people, and it's a new series. These books from Walker are really popular. So Shaun the Sheep, we do love our farms here, and so that's just a good one. Again for boys, Beast Quest. Really strong, kind of more aged up, probably about 7 or 8, but kind of boys, action, monsters, really popular series. What more do you need to know? One of my favourite series that launched in the last few years, and I'll keep mentioning series, but that's what they are because this is the way of the world these days. Is Super Pig. I was going to say that's a Simpsons thing. It's basically this series, the Super Amazing Adventures of Me Pig, and this is in the second one here. He was Detective Pig in the first one. In this one, he's basically now living on a farm, and he's living with a vegetarian farmer, and his best friend Kitty, sure, what could go wrong? Absolutely nothing. As if really fantastically illustrated throughout, kind of almost like a journal written by him, and he's really funny, slightly mad, but really great series. So his favourite food, potatoes. What's not to love? Giselle, like every year, there's a Rainbow Magic again for girls. Has been a hugely popular series. At this stage, there's about 1 million of them. But every year they bring out a Christmas fairy, and Giselle is this year's Christmas fairy. There's also a Loom band fairy because that's where the world is. The Loom bands are very popular. But Rainbow Magic again, for kids who know what they like, this is a really popular series. So that's Rainbow Magic. And then speaking, I mentioned Looms for the Luna. There's some really great Looms. Obviously went mad this year, went absolutely crazy. So some really cool how to design Loom, creatures and charms, and there's all sorts of Loom books. So just keep an eye out on them. And then finally, a really cute Irish one. It's a collection of original Irish stories, bedtime stories written in association with the RT Guide, Jack and Jill Children's Foundation. And it's basically people who've written these stories, and now they've been illustrated throughout. It's a really nice kind of, it's written by big people for little people, going to bed, and they're kind of just nice little stories to send them off to sleep in a way. And that is the 5 day. Again, it's so vast. I could go on for days, but I'm not going to. But just have a look online or in store at the 3 for 2, and you'll see all the different age groups. And then coming up soon will be the 9+, which is the mother of all sections. But that is 5 days.